Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Now I know today's video, it probably should have been a beginning of summer, but this is that time of year where people are getting rid of their outdoor metal items, and I cannot pass up metal. I love bird feeders, I love bird baths, and I'm going to show you in today's video how to make them new again, how to give them new life, how to, on a budget, without having to have some kind of a stripper that takes paint all the way off like the car people do. But in today's video, I would love to share with you how to make these beautiful items new again and save them from a landfill. Well, actually, I'm starting off with some items I did purchase new at an auction, and they have sat all summer long. Nobody has even asked for a discount to buy them. And there's something about painting an item black. I know I began my channel as a black and white girl, but black cast iron metal is what sells. So I actually had this bell also. So I went in my stash of all those pieces that have just been sitting there in our booths, waiting to sell, on my eBay, waiting to sell. And I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it. It's the end of the summer. I need to get these to sell. They are nice items. Now, this is one of the bird baths I just got at a recent auction, and when I bought it, it was filled with water because it was left outside and it had been raining. Now, there is a rust patina that is pretty, and you can spray, and it's pretty. But this is a rust patina plus water build up, plus that chippy, crispy, it does not look nice. This is a beautiful, two-tiered bird bath with the cute little birds. Oh my gosh, it is just a gorgeous piece. And I am a Rusty Crusty girl. I love Rusty Crusty, but if I don't think it looks pretty, yep, I'm going to spend the time, and I'm going to start with some 80 grit and start sanding off those big chunks that have accumulated on the top of this and try to smooth it out. To me, this is worth the time because I have never seen a bird bath like this. Now, it's shorter in size. It's not a tall one by any means, but it's just, it is one that you would stop and look at and think, oh, that is so pretty. A shame that it's all rusted. So we're going to start off with, and I'm spraying them with the enamel paint by Rust-Oleum. I'm going to do a patina. I'm going to top coat them in the weather defense, so don't think that this is my finished coat by any means. It's not. This is just getting the item to be new again. So I'm working hard to fit this in because we have had cold, we have had rain lately. Fall is so unpredictable. I have to wait for it to warm up, that the sun is shining, and I keep looking at the clouds going, don't you rain on me, don't you rain on me. Our spray room is not completely complete yet, so it's nice to be able to do this outside. And I want to get these into my booth. Even though it's the end of the season, I still want to get these in there soon. And you just really never know once you get the weather, the outdoors cleaned off a piece, is it going to be pretty? Like, there are some rusts that are pretty and there's some that aren't. And this, I think this might have been an ashtray. I don't really know what this, but it had a little frog on it, so you know how I am with animals. If I confused you by what I meant by weather, so these had been used outside, they had weather. They had the dirt, the debris, the buildup of water. I think this, hopefully that one will clean up. But that one, this white one, is a lot worse for wear. But it's metal, so I know we should be able to clean it up. And I don't think those hummingbirds were originally yellow. And you think I would use my power washer on those pieces, but they're so small, all the power washer would do is just blow them to the ground. So it'd be really hard to clean them. But in our new house, we have this humongous sink in the kitchen. It's so huge. Though I love it, but I don't love it because it doesn't drain properly. But you work with what you have. So I'm going to go ahead and just get these scrubbed up. It's not going to hurt the sink by any means. And I'm hoping that this one is going to be pretty once I get it all washed up. So I'm probably reaching my max on this one. Like, how do I wash this? I don't want to fill the sink up to soak it. Seems kind of a waste. But yeah, that one definitely needed a lot of work. And as I'm washing it off, I don't think that was the original color. I think somebody painted it over. So there's some crackling going on. Um, yeah, I'm not, it's a secondhand item. You don't really know the history of it all. But while those two are drying, I'm going to go back in, and that 15-minute enamel is awesome. That's why I like to use that, because it's not necessarily the finished coat as it gets that all cleaned up in 15 minutes. It's dry. So I'm actually using this patina. Now, I've not used this patina. I got this patina from the Painted Heirloom. And I just want to add some little details. I know the black, the cast iron, it's nice. But I thought, why can't they have all these beautiful details in this metal? So for the first time, y'all know that I'm a patina girl and I love to do patinas. So I'm like, oh, I need to see if I can see how this patina works. So just a really dry brush. I have a very overused dry brush that I like to use the patinas. They're just the ones from the Dollar Tree store, the stencil brushes. And I'm just trying to get on all those detailed areas of this piece. And do y'all remember those scented markers that smelled like the color they were, like strawberry, banana, orange? This has a really good scent, and I don't even have a good sense of smell anymore. So as I'm playing with the patina, of course I started off with the blue teal color, the aqua color. There's also a soot. So if I want to go back in just a little bit and tone down what I just did, oh my gosh, I may have a new obsession, like I needed another one. I needed another one. But yeah, so you apply that blue, get it into the area you want it to be, and then if you want to tone down any of the areas, you just put a little of this soot on top of it. Oh my goodness, it just made this worn out piece, all that detail is just popping now. So does this look perfect yet? No, no. I mean, between where I'd scrubbed, sanded the rust off and all that, this is just a black spray paint. This wasn't the top coat, the finished coat by any means, that enamel. So I'm going to go in and do that same patina on the areas on this. Look at how these birds, right away, that dry brushing just picks up on the details. Oh my goodness, love it. These look to be like little cardinal birds, but they're going to be blue. That's just how I don't know what they are, but I love the veining. There's so much detail in this metal piece to begin with. And then after mixing the two patinas to get it the way that I wanted it to be, I'm going to seal it in with some of the Weather Defense, the metal spray. So this is really going to protect this piece from the elements. Now I could just go ahead and I could spray this. I think it's pretty. I do. But there's like this white thing on the wing that is not coming off. It just will not come off. And I could put some rust on top of that. I could put some of the Dixie Belle's rust on top of that, but I'm having fun playing with this new toy. So, and I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the soot, just the soot. So, which would be like a blackish brown color. And then see how it just covered up whatever that white mark was that wouldn't come off. Maybe somebody dripped paint on it. I don't know. But look how it's just bringing this piece back to life. It's still keeping that rusty crustiness that I love. Oh, but it's bringing out those details of those wings. Oh, my heart is just happy right now. So now I'm going to go in and very gingerly go through the petals. This is like a flower. So I'm just going to go on the outer edges of the petals. Look at look at how they pop. Oh my gosh. Now if I can go down gingerly to the center and just give that detail a little bit more detail. Oh, this is a fun product. But I feel like it's one of those products too that you're committed, especially on this raw piece, meaning that it is just porous. So wherever I'm putting this patina, it is going to be there because it's like dry wood. Dry wood. That's definitely. But I love what it's just bringing this back to life. It's amazing what just a little bit of patina is doing to this piece. And now that I have it the way that I want it, I'm going to seal it all in with the Weather Defense metal spray. I can only find Weather Defense on Amazon, and every time I'm on there, the price fluctuates. So I'm constantly looking to see. It can fluctuate from $12 to $20. I don't understand it. So now on the other pieces that I just spray painted black, I'm not going to do a lot of patina, but the enamel paint that I buy, that Rust-Oleum enamel, is flat. It's just flat. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the soot and then just pop the details, just so you have a tone on tone. You have that little bit of shimmer on those detail areas, and look at right off the bat, it just makes that flat black on this metal piece just pop a little bit more. Well, this piece sure hasn't gotten any prettier quite yet, has it? Nope. At least I got the dirt cleaned off. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to see if some of the chippiness, some of the loose paint will come off with the orbital sander. I was really, of course, yeah. I I didn't know if it was flat or if there was a detail in there, and as I'm starting to sand it with the orbital sander, I realized that it's not just chippy, there's actually details in the bowl of this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the grinding wheel out just to see if I could, the rust build up and the chippiness and the paint or whatever. I really think that there's more detail that I can bring out if I get this as cleaned off as I get that paint chipped, whatever's chipping to come off. So like the dark stuff you see underneath is what the item is. It's not dirt or anything. It's just the rusty from the metal underneath. But as I'm like really using this grinding wheel, I'm like, oh, I think there's flowers underneath here. I think that you could not see that with all that buildup. Now, if you look closely as I'm wiping it off with some Dawn dish soap and some hot water, getting the powdery substance off anything that's, the chippy paint, you could really see, like, I know there's more detail than it just being flat. You can kind of see rose petals, I think. So after my little talk with God, like, oh, come on, I just have one more to do. Please don't rain on my parade. I just want to get this piece done. So yeah, I had to take my table down, and I'm like, I just have one more piece to go. Rain, stop, go away for just a little bit so I can finish this up. Thank goodness it's a 15-minute enamel, and I was able to flip it over, and with a half hour we were done. But we could not see those beautiful flowers. Oh, wow. Even just cleaning it up and painting it black, they are amazing. So I cannot wait to use the patina to get these to pop. Oh, what a beautiful detail that was gone. It was gone. I am glad that I took the time to scrub and to sand and power wheel, and oh my gosh, now I want more bird bird baths to do, I think. So it is pretty hard unless you went with a smaller brush just to get the flowers, but that's okay. So I'll do a little bit heavier on the flowers and the details of the hummingbirds, and then I'll just really go over very softly over the rest of the piece. Wow, how this patina is just making all this detail. It's really easy. I mean, the cleaning was the hard part on this piece, and then of course sanding, but yeah, this patina is just, wow, amazing. And if I want to blend any areas in, or I felt like some of the areas are too like heavy, I'm just going back in with that soot. Oh, wow. I could play with this all day long, I think. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I know it's like the end of the season here in Michigan, but it's not the end of season everywhere in the world by any means. But this is the season that people were getting rid of them. And I'm like, oh, a bird bath with birds on it and hummingbirds and little frogs. And yes, and I let those bells and those hooks all summer long just sit in my booth. Below price, asking a discount price, and with them being colored. It is so weird how things, I don't understand it. I will paint like a cast iron thing that was painted black, and then I'll put it in the booth and it automatically sells. I do not know. Maybe it's just my area. I don't know. So I waited the whole summer long for those bells. And then I'm going to pick up those rusty, crusty bird baths. Oh my gosh, they are just amazing now. I love that new patina and that smell. I don't know what that smell is. I can't even smell right now, and I could smell it. So thanks again for watching today's video, and let me know down in the comments below. Have I helped you in any way? Have you been looking at your outdoor stuff? And I know it's so easy to put it off to spring, and the next thing spring gets busy and we're planting and and then, they never, I don't know about you, but then they just sit back there and they never get done. So I'm like, nope, I'm going to do it. That rain is not going to hold me off. I'm going to get these done. So thank you for being part of the YouTube family. And if you stayed to the end of this video, you like this kind of content, so hit that subscription button along with the notification bell so you know we've uploaded a new video. And we will see you next time, guys, and you can see what we're up to. Bye.